Good morning, my dear students. So, till our last class, we have learned how to apply the concept of percentage in our daily problems. So, today we will be learning about a new topic using the concept of percentage. How can we apply it in the factor of buying and selling the goods? Now, always whenever we buy something from others, that person also buys that thing from another person. So suppose I bought a pen from a shopkeeper at rupees 5. Now that shopkeeper has brought a pen from the wholesaler at rupees 2. So the price of an item where the shopkeeper will purchase the item, that will be called as cost price. And after purchasing the item, at what price the item will be sold, that will be called as selling price. Now in this example, students, the purchaser had bought a pen from a wholesale at rupees 2 and he had sold it at rupees 5. So what did they do in this case? They had a gain or they had a loss? Yes, they had a gain. How? Always remember, when the selling price is greater than cost price, then there will be a gain for every purchase. Here there is a gain of how much rupees? There is a gain of rupees 3. You can also calculate how much percent of gain did the shopkeeper do. So that means he did a gain of rupees 3. So what percent of gain does he do? So it will be gain percent equal to gain by CP into 100%. Gain means here it is 3. CP is 2 into 100%. He had made a profit of 150% as per this question. Okay. Now let me consider another case where suppose a person has bought 4 apples at rupees 20 and he sold that apples at rupees 18. So the purchaser has bought the apples at rupees 20, means this is the cost price of the apple, and the purchaser has sold the apple at rupees 18. So this is the selling price of the apple. Now in this case, students, what do they obtain? Gain or loss? Yes, loss. So remember, students, whenever selling price is less than cost price, then there will be loss. So loss of how much rupees? Loss of rupees 2. So you can also find out the percent of loss. So what will be the loss percent? Loss by CP into 100%. In this question, loss means 2, CP means 20 into 100%. So he made a loss of 10%. So in general, students, I hope you understood the meaning of SP and CP. Whenever an item is brought by you, that will be the cost price of the item, and when the same item is sold by you to the other person, that will be the SP, selling price of the item. Now sometimes in case of transportation or when we buy from online, we can see that they ask us additional charge, that is called overhead charge. Suppose the cost price of the article is rupees 750, but they ask us the overhead expense as 50 rupees. So now what will be the total CP? Because this is not extra, this 50 rupees you are paying for that article. So you have to consider the total SP to be the both with the original price of the article plus the overhead expense. Means the total cost price of the article along with the overhead expense will be rupees 800. Now sometimes students, they might ask you to find SP when suppose one article is bought at a price of rupees 500 and on that article they had incurred a gain of 5%. So what will be the SP? So in that case, what will be the SP? So there is a method to find out SP, that is cost price into 100 plus gain percent by 100. This is a formula method. Okay. So CP is given 500, gain is 5 divided by 100. 500 into 105 divided by 100. It will be rupees, how much? 105, 5 5s are 25 to 525. Now you can find the same with the help of an alternative method, that is by applying unitary method. Now let us consider that the cost price of this is alternative method. Let us consider that the cost price of the article rupees 100. So when the cost price of the article is rupees 100, on that article they made a gain of 5%. That means what will be the SP? They had made a profit of 5%. SP will be 105. So you can say when CP is 100, then SP is how much? 105. When CP is rupees 1, then SP will be 105 by 100. When CP is given in the question, that is 500, then SP will be 105 divided by 100 into 500. 0, 0, 0, 0 cancel. You will get the same answer, that is 525. So this is the alternative method to find out SP. When you know that what is the cost price of the article and they sold it at what rate, That is gain percent or loss percent. If there is loss percent, just students, you have to do one more thing, that if it is loss, then means what? It will become minus loss percent. Now let us see another example where if they ask you to find out the SCP when SP of the article is rupees 520 and on that article they had incurred a loss of suppose 5%. So to do this there are two methods. So in this case also same, let us consider that CP of the article will be 100, then SP will be, according to that SP will be 100. It is loss, that's why I have written here minus 5. It will be 95. Yes. Then what I will write, students? Yes, if SP is 95, then CP how much? Yes, 100. If SP is 1, then CP how much? Yes, 100 by 95. If SP is 520, then CP how much? Yes, 100 by 95. Yes, into 520. This will be the answer. I did not calculate the answer, but you have to calculate it by cancelling. Now there is an alternative method to do this. There is a direct way by which you can find out. That is CP equal to SP into 100 divided by 100 minus loss percent. Now as per this question, SP is given 520, it is 100, 100 minus 5. It is 520, 100 minus 5 is how much? Yes, 95. Divided by 95. So have you seen, students, both the answers are same. So in this way, using any of the method, you can find out SP and CP whenever there will be a gain on any article or loss on any article. Remember, students, if there will be gain and they ask you to find CP, then it will be 100 plus 5. And in this case, it will be 100 plus gain percent. With this, students, I conclude your today's concept of profit and loss. Hope you understood how to find out the profit, the loss, the cost price and the selling price of any article with the other informations that will be given in the question. Thank you.